Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop related video. And yes, this is a video about an independent record label, and this independent artist is like the OG. This independent artist, he's like the biggest independent artist in hip hop and underground hip hop. He's like the independent king. Like, he's done songs with a lot of independent artists, way too many independent artists to count from. Whether it's Hobson, whether it's Dax, whether it's G Moski, whether it's Chris Webby, whether it's Grizzy Hendrix. Yeah, he's worked with a lot of independent artists, way too many independent artists to like really count from. And I was thinking I might do another video about it too, like if he was to do something like with Griselda, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher. That's probably gonna be for another video. But anyway, I was wanting to chat with y'all. What if N9ne signed Slaughterhouse to Strange Music? You know what? While Slaughterhouse was like independent, while they were trying to get them like a deal, because that's the thing. Slaughterhouse, they ended up signing to Shady Records, and yeah, Eminem signed them to Shady, and Shady Records is a major label. The album that they released while they were signed to Shady, Welcome to Our House, Eminem is the executive producer on that album. You know what I mean? And yeah, Eminem, you know what I mean? He even mentioned in an interview that it actually hurt his feelings that like Slaughterhouse ended up not even like really working out as a group. It was that interview that he did on Sway in the Morning when he had not on what was an interview that he did on Sway where he when he had released his Kamikaze album, but yeah, what if Tech Nine was to like discover Slaughterhouse before Eminem did? What if Tech Nine discovered Slaughterhouse and signed them to Strange Music? Let's have a discussion about this. I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. If Tech Nine signed a Slaughterhouse to Strange Music, Joe Budden, Royce da 5'9", Joel Ortiz, and King Cricket, I feel it would have been amazing. But then again, Joe Budden, with him being on that stuff, like talking about saying blaming the CEO, putting the blame on Eminem, saying that Eminem and Paul Rosenberg didn't get them where they needed to be as a rap group. Like I said before, Eminem is an artist. Same thing with Tech Nine. Yeah, Tech Nine, him and Travis O'Gwen, yes, they're like the founders of Strange Music, just like Eminem and Paul Rosenberg is the founders of Shady Records. But yeah, Tech Nine and Travis O'Gwen, with them being the founders of Strange Music, Tech Nine is an artist too. Tech Nine has signed artists such as Ritz, Chris Calico, which him and Chris Calico, they were like on the come up together. Like Chris Calico has been around Tech Nine ever since Strange Music first started as an indie record label. Yeah, Tech Nine, he signed Says Crew. He signed I think the artist's name is King ISO. I think that's his name. Stevie Stone, Big Scoob. Like Tech Nine has signed like a lot of great talent to his label. But yeah, if Tech Nine signed Slaughterhouse to Strange Music, I feel it would have been pretty amazing. But then again, they probably would have went through a similar issue. But you know, the difference is that the difference between Strange Music and Shady Records, Strange Music is independent, Shady Records is a major label. So maybe if they signed to an indie label like Strange Music, they probably would have like released more like albums on Strange Music. Yeah, because like Shady Records is like a major label, but still, Slaughterhouse could have been another successful rap group. But you see, Joe Budden even admitted in an interview that he's the one to blame to the reason why Slaughterhouse didn't work out as a group. But yeah, if Tech Nine was to sign them, I feel like it would have been pretty cool. Because that's another thing too. Some of y'all probably already know this, but with Kendrick Lamar's rap group on TDE at the time, Black Hippie, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ab Soul, and J Rock, Tech Nine actually, from what I heard, he wanted to sign them. He wanted to sign Black Hippie to Strange Music, and I feel that would have been pretty cool too. And just like Tech Nine had mentioned, because Yellow Wolf used to be signed to Shady. Yellow Wolf, he was signed to Shady Records. At the same time, around the same time, Slaughterhouse has signed to Shady. And Tech Nine had stated that Yellow Wolf was supposed to be featured on the song Fragile alongside Kendrick Lamar, but when Tech Nine sent the song to Yellow Wolf didn't do it. And like I said before, I feel one of the reasons Yellow Wolf didn't do the song is because the inspiration had went away. See, when Yellow Wolf was like on the tour bus with Tech Nine should have sent the song to Yellow Wolf right then, because if Yellow Wolf would have did the verse, he would have killed it because he was feeling inspired. But you see, with Tech Nine waiting, see, yeah, Yellow Wolf didn't do the verse because the inspiration went away. But yeah, if Tech Nine signed a Slaughterhouse to Strange Music, I feel it would have been pretty amazing. I feel that maybe the success that they had on Shady Records probably would have been a little bit better on Strange Music, or maybe it would have been the same, because with Joe Budden putting the blame on Eminem, he probably would have done the same thing with Tech Nine. Because that's another thing too. Like when Joe Budden, when he was a solo artist, when he came out with the song Pump It Up, you know what I mean? He did have like a issue with Jay-Z. He actually had took some shots at Jay-Z. So yeah, like, but yeah, I feel Slaughterhouse, they probably would have had maybe some better success, or maybe it would have been the same amount of success that they had on Shady Records. But yeah, my fellow Tech Nine fans, my fellow Slaughterhouse fans, let's chat. What if Tech Nine signed Slaughterhouse to Strange Music while Slaughterhouse was on the come up? Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all. Oh yeah, and again, my new song Trolls, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. Y'all can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.